When you appear for IELTS, even the difference of 0.5 band matters a lot. It may deprive you the chances of eligibility where you are intending to apply, or in some cases you may have to even retake the costly test again. This will take a lot of time and money. If you take care of these minor details, then there is a chances that you may score much better in your examination. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 7 best technique plus 1 bonus technique that will remarkably help you to increase your band in your real IELTS examination. So stay tuned. Number 1, be sure to carefully read and follow the instruction. Now, on a prima facie, it seems quite basic that why we will ignore the instruction. But I have seen a tendency where people usually take care of the instruction during the initial practice and then they usually get used of it. Now, the question pattern of the IELTS examination may change anytime without any given notice. So, if you do not have a practice of reading the instructions each and every time when you give the test, then there is a chance that you may be completely surprised with the new technique. Number 2, most of the students also asked me that whether these hyphenated words count as one word or a several words. Now, the hyphenated words like mother-in-law, follow-up, sign in, 72, all these kind of words if written in hyphens would always be counted as one word. Now, if there is a question where they have asked for only one word and you are writing an answer, say mother-in-law, but not used hyphen, in that case it would be counted as 3 words. Where to use and where not to use the hyphens are very important. Number 3, and this particular thing is actually applicable for all the aspects like writing, listening and reading, where the prepositions of the sentences also count to the number of words. Now, in the writing also people do ask that whether these prepositions or an articles like, on, in, the sort of things does count to the overall 250 or 150 word limit. The answer is yes. Number 4, contracted title or surname would be counted as one word. Now, as far as contracted titles like Dr. Smith, Mrs. Shobha, all such kind of things are concerned, one may confidently say that yes, this will be counted as one word. Now, what about if I'll say the title as Sir Robert? Then how many words it would be counted? Whether it would be counted as 2 words or 1 word? The answer would be 1 word because Sir is a title used over here. So the Sir Robert would be counted as 1 word. So you need to understand title of the names are collectively counted as 1 word. Number 5, out of 13 questions in passage 1 and passage 2 and the 14 question in the passage 3, it has been observed that people usually stuck between 4 to 5 questions. That means that you could easily solve the 8 and 9 questions and the remaining 4 and 5 questions are a bit tricky. Now in the IELTS reading, you are constrained with the time. That means you have a limited time frame. So it is always advised that you should leave the difficult question and you should not waste the time on such kind of questions, and you must first try to solve the easy questions. Once you have solved the easy questions, then you can again come back and try to solve the difficult questions. Now the thumb rule is like this, that after doing the skimming, if you are taking more than 1 minute to arrive the answer of any question, then you must skip that question for a while and you should proceed to the next question. So in that case, you would be able to solve the easier question. That means answer of 27 to 28 questions could be easily achieved and you will have a sufficient time in your disposal to solve all those difficult questions. Even though you leave the difficult questions at the last, then also it is possible that at last you may not be able to solve certain questions. It doesn't mean that you should leave the question unanswered, because in IELTS there is no negative marking. Say suppose there are 3 true, false and not given for which you are not able to get the answer. Now if you will leave it blank, then it is a very sure shot case that you are going to get 0 out of 3. But if you make a calculated guess, look, this guess assumptions should also be a calculated one. Calculated assumption, then there is a chance that you may score 1 or 2 marks. So suppose for those 3 questions, if you mark all the 3 true or all the 3 false, then there is a chance that any one of those 3 questions could be actually a false or true according to the question. So there is a chance that you may score 1 or 2 numbers instead of as compared to 0 when you will keep it unattempted. So it is very important to attempt all the questions. Number 7, most of us get panicked when we get in hard vocabularies because the academic reading kind of a papers comes from journals, research papers. So it is quite obvious that you will come across quite unknown words. Now when you come across such unknown words, please do not get panicked. Try to read few sentences before and few sentences after and try to derive the meaning of that. And most of the time, those vocabularies are not even checked. Just watch the screen for an example where it is written, since I am a hard worker, I get exasperated when I am placed on a team with lazy people. Now, exasperated is a word for which many people would actually struggle to get the literal meaning of this word. But read the words before that. I am a hard worker, get exasperated when he is grouped with the lazy team. That means something opposite is going to happen apart of his nature. So I think that now you would be able to get the close meaning of the exasperated. If you have got the close meaning of the exasperated, please comment that what would be the literal meaning, and then later on you can search for the correct meaning. Those were the 7 tips, but before ending I will give you one bonus tip. Whatever the tips and techniques that you may have on your disposal, but it is very important that if you really want to do good in IELTS reading, you should be able to read faster. And to able to read faster, it is very important for you to read a lot. So during your practice time, please do read a lot of different articles, especially editorials of the newspaper, and try to increase your speed as much as possible in the due course of time. This will eventually help you not only to improve your reading scores but also your writing, because whatever you read actually you duplicate in your writing sheets. So that's it for today. Hope you have liked this video. If you have really liked this, kindly press the like button. Please do consider subscribing this channel. Thank you for watching this video. Meet you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.